Hey y'all, I got a motherfucking podcast. Yay, yay! So, listen. That's one hell of a cup of Joe right there. All right. Welcome to the DJ Kid Star Podcast. This is episode Trace. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share with your friend or foes, ex-boyfriends, ex-girlfriends, side pieces. You know what I'm saying? Let's get the word out, people. I'm trying to keep this up every week on the week. However, last week was a little bit hectic, as it always is. So sorry for the delay, but it's out, episode 3. All right, and for today's episode, I just figured we'd chat a little bit. Kind of about like the whole digital, digital streaming, Zoom. A lot of musicians been going, since coronavirus, different platforms and what, but it's all kind of digital presentation in regards to a Zoom type vibe or platform or what have you, a virtual reality type of thing. So, and I think we've had a good amount of months to kind of, DJ Kid Star's had a good amount of months to give his verdict and vote on the whole Zoom stream type vibe. And I fucking hate it. I fucking hate it. It's just not my vibe, man. And I'm old school. I'm definitely old school. I like to see the artist physically, in the same room. You pick up on those vibes and you pick up on the, the atmosphere. Without that and just being on a computer and the platforms, you just don't get it. It takes the human aspect out of it. And when you take the human aspect out of it, it's like, that's the whole thing about being an artist or an entertainer or whatnot. And so I do not like it. I'm not impressed with it. I feel forced. I feel like I'm prison raped here to do this. But what are you going to do? That's change, right? Change has happened. Change is inevitable. There's nothing you can do about it. Coronavirus happened, and it feels like it's going to be changed for the foreseeable future, for sure. So there's nothing we can do. Change is, like I said, inevitable. It's going to happen, but I can bitch about it. I can bitch. That is my right. I can be a big bitch, and I choose to be the big bitch. Talk shit about it. I talk shit, people. I talk shit, but I fucking recycle, man. Do you know what I'm saying? Do you recycle? I don't think so. I do. That's facts. All right. But we see the Zoom, the digital presentation, and all the aspects, with music and entertainment. DJs. We've been kind of tinkering with it for years now. I know a couple guys. Shout out to my man DJ Crush, Lynch, that whole crew down in the Gulf. Like, these guys been on video since 2005 and 6, and they actually were doing the digital video streaming and all that stuff, but the equipment wasn't there, or the platforms weren't there to do it and stuff. And now it kind of is, and those guys are way ahead of it. So I've always kind of seen it in the rear view mirror, but now it's kind of coming to light. And I'll tell you, some of these guys, it's really going where if you have that video knowledge, or if you have those video editing skills and computer skills or whatever, you can really jump in the game and get ahead. So, DJs, like I said, it's been on there for a while. And now it's getting into everything else. You got the NBA doing it. Shit. Let's be honest. I didn't even know the NBA season even started. First of all, I can't even stand the NBA. I am just not a fan. I'm a college basketball player, a street ball player. NBA is just like, not to derail the conversation, but it's just like a 1-2-man team. Then players just jump from team to team. Kind of shit is that? Anyway, but I do, I watch ESPN. I check the highlights out or whatever. And is it just me, or is that the lamest thing in the world to have your crowd and your audience digitally screened in? That is just so weird to me. I just don't. Even just watching it is weird for sure, but just playing in that would be even weirder. I mean, I played sports in college, all through high school, as a kid, and sometimes when you're playing sports, you could be like the greatest practice person ever. You know what I mean? Like, man, every day in practice, that person's like, man, he's on that or she's on, whatever. And then come game time, they shit their pants. Because like once you do it in front of an audience or a crowd, it's different vibe, and sometimes they get shook up. And then some players excel at that. Like I was always like a game time. I would love when people are watching. All of a sudden the adrenaline gets boosted. You get that little extra oomph in there. But I don't know how I would react or feel about just having it digitally imposed and like TV screens oh, it's just so weird, man. I just don't dig it. Like I said, I've never dug NBA, basketball anywho, whatever, but definitely don't dig it now. As far as football goes, that's going to be interesting. We've already seen like Big Ten. Man, they've already canceled their schedule. I know my college, they canceled their entire 2020 schedule. So sorry about that, Brockport football. I'll be rooting for you in 2021. But NFL, being the multi-billion-dollar industry they are like, listen, people, we pay you guys millions. I don't care if Ebola's out there. Get out there and play. I guess the only cool thing about that is like if you're third, fourth, fifth string on the NFL, like you better be ready because like some dumbass is going out there outside the bubble trying to go like. Actually, I think someone did too. Someone did go outside the bubble and go for like it was like a side piece hookup or a hooker hookup or whatever it was, and they caught him on camera coming back. Well, why would you do that? You're getting paid millions of dollars. Why would you fuck it up? Man, we are like. Humans are the dumbest people on the planet. We are the dumbest animals. God. But yeah, some guy, I forgot what it was. I think he may have been from Seattle. Maybe it was, I don't know. But I definitely know one player went out there, tried to like party with a girl, whatever, got caught on camera, and then he's done. So, I mean, you can just imagine if there's one dumbass, there's going to be many others to follow. And God forbid they get coronavirus. I mean, like, could you imagine if the Kansas City Chiefs, one of their guys, gets coronavirus, comes back, takes the whole team out, and then Kansas City's playing with like third and fourth stringers. Every Chief fan in the world is going to bitch and moan and complain. And then, like I said, I guess some are I know my team are not letting fans in. So they're going to play all their games without fans. Again, I just don't know how a lot of these guys, these primetime players, feed off that crowd's energy. And then, you don't have that crowd. Are they going to be the same primetime players? And then, forget about home. What is home field advantage now? There is no home field advantage. It's just practice. We talking about practice. Practice? We talking about practice? So, I mean, personally, my NFL season has already been ruined. They took my team's name down, and we're no longer the Washington Redskins. We are the Washington football team, which was so lame. It's so sad. I don't even know what to say. I'm currently looking for a new favorite team. Maybe the Buffalo Bills, upstate New York in the building. Anyway, but yeah, so, and then, just this past week, another industry we see, politics, got into the digital streaming. I don't know if anyone saw it. The DNC. The RNC will be this following week. If anyone doesn't know what the DNC and RNC are, it's the Democratic and Republican National Convention. It's when they just it's kind of like a cheerleading rally for their base, and all the prominent players in each respective party go out there and make speeches. And it's a pivotal time for some of them in their career, because if they make a great speech, they can then in turn kind of gain popularity and go up the ranks. And for example, Obama did that when he did, I think it was a 2006 DNC convention, which was a good speech. So if you haven't ever seen that, YouTube that. And again, Obama showed up and he had a great speech this week as well. So if you didn't see that, watch that. But all the other speakers, and I don't know if anyone saw it, it was so dry. Because again, with those speeches, and you're talking about a pivotal time in politics where the country's very divided and you want to, rah-rah the troops up. all you had was a video presentation. And man, some of those speeches that just like, I was watching paint dry on that thing, and it just wasn't very like, you didn't get that personnel vibe stuff. And I feel like it's because it's just a digitally streamed stuff. You need that human interaction in that thing. And so sure enough, that was like a Zoom thing, and I don't know, I think it fell short. So again, I'm not a big fan of it. They got to figure out something to kind of make it better, or kind of, some kind of, I don't know. They got to do something, man, because I'm not digging it. But whatever. I'm neither here nor there. And also, if you watch the DNC, they had an after-hour party, which was the definite kick in the nuts. I mean, they brought Diplo on for his set. Now, as a DJ, I'm going to critique this, right? All right, kids, DJ Kid Stars podcast, I'm going to critique it. Shit, I'm going to talk trash, okay? But I'm recycling this shit, bitches. All right? Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, go to YouTube. Type DNC convention. I think it's the 4-hour video on YouTube. At the last half hour, they did, well, I'm sorry, the last, I think it was like 45 minutes, they do like the DNC after hour part, which was the lamest possible thing the lamest thing I've ever seen in my life. I mean, they zoom to somebody at their house, and then each house is like shooting their feed, but like each feed is different because like they don't know how to set it up. They're setting it up themselves. Like the audio was all over the board. Like some had like monster reverb, and then some had like just too much volume, and it was just like. Anyway, so after that, we got Diplo, who they chose. Why they chose Diplo, I have no idea. I have no idea why they would choose Diplo. They chose Diplo to do the DNC after hour party. And so what they did was they gave a virtual stream, which pretty much what it is, it's like a green screen for DJs in the background, and they black it, take the green out, and put a bunch of graphics and all that funky stuff. And man, did it fall short of absolutely boring. It went below that, and it just was non-exciting. Diplo didn't even look like he wanted to be there. The audio feed was just it was poor. The microphone when he was talking, it was all muffled stuff. These are like multi-million-dollar artists, right? Like you would think the equipment would be up to par. Negative, Ghost Rider. That was just no bueno all around. On top of it, the set was atrocious. I don't even know if he put any thought to it. Let's never mind the fact that like, you have, God, I don't know, millions and millions of people watching you. You know what I'm saying? If they stayed to that after hour party. I mean, after the convention, I think it was like 15 minutes at home, interviews or whatever, and then they went to Diplo. So odds are, let's say you even lost 50%. You're still talking about millions of people watching, right? Want to put your best foot forward. Huh? No, he did not. I mean, the set was just so vanilla. There was no thought put into it. Nothing like special to where like he tried to incorporate like America or just different kind of things that revolve regarding politics or stuff. It was just lame. It was like watching paint dry, really. I mean, it was tough to watch. And again, I don't even think he put any thought to it. It sure as hell didn't look like it. And I know all the DJs out there like, damn, DJ Kid starts talking shit about Diplo. You fucking ain't right, I am. Shit, I ain't scared. I'm not scared. I talk the trash. But I recycle that shit, man. Hell, shit. If Diplo, you hearing this now and you want a battle, dog, I'm down like 4 flat tires, man. Any day, anytime, I am ready to go. Watch the video. See if I'm wrong. Put it in the comments. We can talk shit back and forth. It's go time. But again, it's happening. That's where it's going, people. Digital platforming, streaming, Zoom sucks. Nothing I can do about it except bitch. So that's why I'm bitching. This is my bitch session. And with all that being said, I am starting my own Twitch TV page along with my boy DJ Lynch, Kagan Entertainment. Yeah, so we're in the game. We're putting our 2 cents in the game. And for all of you guys who don't know, go to twitch.tv/DJ Kidstar. We should be starting in September. And it's cool, like the platform. They got a bunch of DJs out there, and it was originally a gamer site, but now you got a lot of DJs out there, and you get to put your own visuals and music. And we're gonna give it a shot, see if anybody likes it, anybody follows. It's also a cool little thing where you can subscribe to it, and you just do live shows, but you got to catch the live shows when they go on. Otherwise, if you try to come back and watch previously taped kind of shows, it's kind of like muted out with copyright. So again, it's one of those things where if you don't catch it live, it's probably not beneficial to you. But we're going to put the hat in the game, in the ring for that. So twitch.tv/DJ Kid Stars, where it's at. So be sure to follow. All right, bitches. Oh, man. What else do we got? Stoley, do we got anything? Stoley's supposed to be my note guy. He's taking a nap right now. But kind of to end in some quick music news, because these ones kind of really stood out, at least to me, in music news. All right, so Kim Kardashian, which I thought was pretty funny. She seems to be pioneering this whole little criminal justice surge here. She is trying to free C. Murder. That's right, I said C. Murder, whose real name is Corey Miller from Louisiana, convicted murderer. I believe it was in the 90s, 1990 something, about killing there's like 16-year-old boy. But she's trying to free him from jail. So apparently they are saying he was wrongly convicted, and they're going to try to get him out. I'm going to have to put my 2 cents in on this. I would think if you wanted to try to free somebody, you wouldn't start with the guy named C. Murder. I don't know. I'm not a criminal justice expert, but I just got a feeling C. Murder, if you didn't do that murder, not a betting man, but you probably did another murder. I mean, you don't just nickname yourself C. Murder and not murder anybody. I mean, that's the whole point. You know what I'm saying? It's like if I went to somebody and was like, yo, my guy, he did not rape that woman. He's innocent. He needs to get him out. And they'll be like, well, what's your friend's name? And I was like, my friend's name is Jason. I rape 12-year-old women. Johnson. You see? You see what I'm saying? It doesn't work out like that. So, best of luck to C. Murder. It's a tough one. Moving along, they did, on the murder tip, by the way, they did find 2 men in the killing of the Run DMC DJ Jam Master Jay, who's a dope DJ. They were charged in a murder, so they found these 2 guys who they believe did it, and they are going to trial. And after 18 years, that's a long time. I think the murder happened in 2002, so that was pretty wild. Now all they got to do is find Biggie and Tupac's murders, and then I think they should be up to speed on that. Let's see, what else? Megan Thee Stallion. If you guys didn't notice, I was digging her WAP song with Cardi B last week on the podcast. And she, this week, finally admitted to Tory Lanez shooting her in the foot, which most of the hip-hop community and music community knew about, kind of. I mean, they kind of figured it out, little kind of leaks here and there, whatever. But she finally did admit to it. Apparently, she didn't admit to it just like out of the blue. It was because Tory Lanez was going around on the blogs trying to make himself look innocent of the whole situation and crime. And she was just having enough of that and was like, yo, here's the deal. He did shoot me. Pow, pow, right in both feet. That's a tough one. No charges were pressed, apparently, and I don't know if because she admitted that they will be, but I don't know. She told him she shot him twice in the feet. So I don't know what y'all ladies and these dudes y'all pick. It's a tough one. But moving along to her partner on the WAP song, Cardi B. Cardi B has just started a OnlyFans.com page. And for all of you out there, OnlyFans.com has been popularized by the adult film stars. Where you can subscribe. So I've heard for, nudes and videos and such. I don't know. My friends tell me what's on there. I don't really visit too much. But if you want, you can subscribe. I can't imagine Cardi B would be popping tang pics on her OnlyFans, but who knows? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why you go there. That's why you subscribe. You just never know what's going on at OnlyFans.com. Which, by the way, I have an OnlyFans.com page as well. I just always, I just always set a page up just in case. But, hey, if you guys want to see some dick pics, shoot me a fucking email. Let me know, man. You know what I'm saying? I could put up a little subscription for dick pics. Times are hard, man. You know what I'm saying? Fuck it. Anyway, on the dick pic note, I think we should end the podcast. I think that was the bourbon talking, by the way. Don't forget, every week, DJ Kid Star podcast, bringing it to you. Music, entertainment, talking that trash. My 2 cents. Always recycling it. You know what I'm saying? Give me the inside lane. And, yeah. So you guys stay safe out there. You know what I'm saying? COVID free. And I will see you guys all next week on DJ Kid Star's podcast.